my name's Cla.
And I'm CJ.
And this is our opinion. Let's get down to it. What the hell is wrong with these people who do things like this? Oh.
See, so far, from what we've gotten from the reports and everything else, is that for African Americans, black people, whatever, however you want to refer to them, actually kidnapped a boy, tied him up, tortured him, screaming racial slurs at him the entire time, and it turns out that not only is he just a white boy, he is mentally handicapped, and they made him drink toilet water. They cut his hair and cut a chunk of skin and hair out of his forehead, and they're sitting here screaming that black people can't be racist, and that's not possible, and then they want to get everybody to believe in this whole Black Lives Matter movement. But when you act like animals, it makes it really hard to want to sympathize and to say that, you know, you're being unjustly treated when you act like an animal. And that is in the words of Aaron Jennis. I will steal that from him because he is a very, very wise young man.
The part that gets me so worked up is that she didn't even get arrested. Because she did this live from Facebook. Her Facebook is not shut down. She is not arrested. Nobody in this is arrested. Nobody got justice.
Oh, no,
there was
arrest.
If an animal would have attacked a person exactly like this, it would have got pretty much put to sleep. And these people aren't even really getting, you know, they're not getting a lawsuit or anything like that.
This is a hate crime. I don't care how you look at it. It is a hate crime. And the simple fact that, from my understanding, people were arrested, but they live streamed for 27 minutes of torturing this poor individual, and then they're probably going to get a slap on the wrist. Why? Because nobody wants to seem racist. I'm so tired of people getting away with crap because everybody's worried about a damn label. It's getting ridiculous. A label is just a label. If you can't live with that label, then perhaps maybe you shouldn't be in that field.
But think about it, Mom. If it would have been, you know, like 3 white people doing this to black people.
I know, it would have never been the end of it.
It would have blown up all over news. Nobody would, you know, everybody would be like, you know, that person should have got, those people should have got arrested, everything else, they should be in prison, everything else. And you realize that none of that happened in this situation. The news has not even reported on it at all.
That we know of, at least not CNN or any of those, you know, so-called mainstream media, because they don't seem to care. It doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't make people seem like, you know, black people, Mexicans, whatever, seem like victims in this video. No, it's just a white boy, so it doesn't matter. And this is getting ridiculous. People need to actually start labeling things for what they are and stop being afraid of labels. It's honestly
messed up.
I don't care what I'm called. I've been called so many things throughout my life. It doesn't matter anymore. I know I'm not racist. I know I'm not. I don't have all these different prejudices that everybody assumes. I'm not a feminist. I can't be. I just that is something I cannot be. They believe too much in things that I just cannot back. So therefore, I refuse that label. But you can call me whatever, and I'll be okay with it. But if you're a cop, or you're in some sort of field, a cop, a lawyer, or whatever the case is, if you're worried about being labeled as a racist or as something just for doing your job, then perhaps maybe you're in the wrong job. Yeah. Because you are not able to actually do your job. And it's not right that the media paints them to be horrible people just because they're actually doing their job and they're trying to protect and serve, which is their job. And anybody that doesn't like that, too fucking bad. Excuse my language.
I mean, if you think about it, like, they're saying, you know, F Donald Trump, F white people. You realize that this guy probably didn't even do anything. He was probably just walking down the street, or, well, not walking down the street, but, you know, he was probably just minding his own business, and next thing you know, he gets attacked by a bunch of teenagers, animals, and he's just, he's tortured for no reason. He did nothing wrong.
Just because of the color of his skin. If that's not racist, then I don't know what is. That's all there is to it. Just for the color of his skin. And the pure definition is to degrade or mistreat somebody just based on the color of their skin. So, FYI, this proves that yes, black people can be racist. if you don't believe it even after watching this, then you're choosing to be blind, and you're choosing to accept the fact that anybody can be racist. It's not just based on a particular skin type. Anybody can. So
it's just, I mean, it's one of those where it makes nobody mad because, you know, people are just, you know, it's just black people trying to, you know, prove they're equal. But this is not equal right here. This is proving exactly what everyone's trying to prove. That if you want to be equal, then don't go out and do this crap to be equal. Because this isn't equal. This is pretty much saying that stuff like this is making other people who's never done a crime that is black in the U.S. or African American, make them look bad because they are the skin tone they are. It
makes it easier to use stereotypes and everything else, which is the same reason why when I see white people acting a fool and acting stupid like this, it makes me want to tell them, stop it. You're making the rest of us look bad. You know what? Not everybody thinks the same way you do, and so therefore, you know, just because you act a certain way doesn't mean everybody's going to label the rest of the race based on a few examples, especially those that they see in the mainstream media. Now, the mainstream media is probably not going to cover this. Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative. It doesn't make, you know, black people seem like they're the victims. It doesn't make Mexicans seem like they're the victims. It doesn't make refugees seem like they're the victims. It's just a white guy, so it doesn't matter. That's how it is now. It's just a white guy. So, you know, it doesn't matter the fact that he's mentally disabled or anything else. You know, they're going to leave that part out because that's not important. He was just white. He was white in the wrong place at the wrong time. That still proves that there are some people that are racist. They're racist. And I don't care if you're black or if you're white or if you're green or purple or whatever. Anybody can be racist. And this right here, what happened to this young man, that was racist. And it shouldn't have never happened.
It's not even racist. It's just messed up.
No, it's racist.
It's messed up.
They did this because of the color of his skin. That's racist. That's what makes it racist.
They also did it because they hate who won the election. Exactly
no,
like
they
our
threw
last
in the Trump
video.
thing. They threw in the Trump thing to make it seem like they had a cause. And I guarantee that's exactly what it was.
And
they
the thing
threw in
is,
Trump
I want
for
to
a
watch
cause.
the trial to this girl and her boyfriend's trial because honestly, how did they get away with it? If they got away with it, how did they? Because this is just bullcrap. They ripped his clothes, his property.
So
they did everything to pretty much vandalize his personal space.
Okay, so I say that me and Claw here, we go ahead and we follow this case, and we'll report later on it as the case develops, and we'll see exactly what happens to them. So there may be another video tomorrow on any new information, or there may be another one based on this particular thing farther down the road when they actually go to trial. So this is where we're going to go ahead and end the video. Leave your comments down below, like and subscribe.
Another thing is, try to tell your friends, your family, get our channel really up there, and we'll see you guys all later. Bye.
Bye.